Coincidence that happened to you. It all started on a chilly Tuesday morning when I ducked into my favorite local coffee shop to grab my usual pre-work latte. As I waited in line, I couldn't help but overhear the conversation happening at the counter. This guy, probably in his late 20s, was shifting nervously from foot to foot, one hand shoved deep in his pocket while the other clutched a small velvet box. His eyes kept darting to the pretty barista, Ashley, as she expertly crafted drinks behind the counter. I'd seen her here before. She always had a warm smile for everyone who came in. Finally, it was his turn to order, but instead of requesting a drink, he launched into this whole speech about how he'd been coming to the coffee shop every single morning for the past year, not just for the great coffee, but for the chance to see her. Ashley's eyes went wide as he spoke, her hands frozen in midair. Then, in one fluid motion, the guy dropped to one knee, popped open the little box to reveal a glittering diamond ring, and asked Ashley to marry him. The entire coffee shop fell silent, everyone holding their breath for her response. For a moment, Ashley just stared at him, shock written all over her face. Then, slowly, a huge tearful smile spread across her face, and she nodded vigorously, whispering yes over and over. The guy slipped the ring onto her shaking hand as the whole place erupted in cheers and applause. It was like something straight out of a rom-com. I half expected a swell of orchestral music and a camera pan to the end screen. I left the coffee shop with a grin on my face, the unexpected scene replaying in my head. It was such a sweet, special moment to witness, even as a total stranger. Little did I know, that wasn't the last I'd see of the happy couple. Fast forward 1 year later. I was at the airport, bleary-eyed and coffee-deprived, waiting to board a red-eye flight to a business conference across the country. As I slouched in the uncomfortable airport chair, I let my gaze wander around the gate area, too tired to focus on the book in my lap. Suddenly, my eyes landed on a couple a few rows away. The guy had his head tipped back, mouth slightly open as he dozed on the girl's shoulder. She was absent-mindedly playing with the ring on her left hand, a small, content smile on her face. I blinked hard, sure I was seeing things. But no, the girl was undoubtedly Ashley, the barista from the coffee shop, and the sleeping guy was her now husband. What did your child